sell it to.
So come on in. Take a sip. Let's wind down. We've got a Saturday grid ahead of us today, and anyone who's spent any time on this channel knows I love a Saturday. My favorite day of the puzzling week. And today we are having a 2021 Penfolds. This is a Koonunga Hill. I'm looking at it in the white light right now. This is the Shiraz Cabernet. It is a deep red. It is just gorgeous, and it's got that platinum halo up top. Just a wonderful thing. On the nose, what you'd expect. I mean, an absolute symphony of bold cassis. You can almost feel the sunshine coming right through to the nose. And on the palate, dry, acids, tannins, perfectly balanced. It is bold, yet it's soft. This is just a fabulous glass of wine. And it reminds me so much of my Mutti because I've put away quite a few bottles of Penfolds at her place. So it was a real delight to see it today at the wine store. So I am just on, whatever you want to call that, cloud nine. And so speaking of my mother, my darling Mutti, so Shotzi, my darling bride, and Princess, my daughter, they're having a girls' weekend. And last night, they were coming back from the ski lodge back to their neighborhood. And Mercedes, my parents were driving ahead of Shotzi and Princess. And Princess, for some reason, she had a bullhorn with her, a megaphone. She just purchased this megaphone. And it also, to what end, I'm not sure, but it's funny. But then they're following my parents back home, and Princess just puts the thing out the window. Well, here, I mean, what am I doing? See for yourself. I think my parents thought that was real. Well, I think it's absolutely hilarious, right? You know, I mean, where did that come from? And why couldn't I have been in the back seat to have witnessed that? That would have been hilarious. So, yeah, always having fun, right? You know, I don't know. I got left out on that one somehow. But we do have ourselves a Saturday grid, and I am terribly excited about that. So let's take a look and see what we've got here today. And we, looks like we got a Sarah Sinclair and Raphael Musa. Wow. We're talking about A-lister, A-gamers here. This is going to be a great grid if these two are teaming up on this one. Should be an awful lot of fun, of course. Edited by Mr. Will Shorts. So cheers, let's do it. Let's hop into our grid and see what we got for the day. Intellectual. Okay, well, Dickens Darude. Yeah, that's interesting. So we've got 9 letters going across 1, 15, and 7. Okay. So probably need to worry about Edwin here. Countdown occasion, perhaps New Year's Eve. And interestingly enough, I was just dealing with a spate of 9-letter clue answer combinations in The Guardian the other day. The cryptic is Monday through Friday. Let me tell you something. It's a good thing it takes a weekend off because your brain needs a weekend off after 5 days of that. It's something else. Prestigious octad. Oh, who knows? Maybe the Ivies? Yeah. Would you like a bite? I bet we're looking at want to try, but let's see what we got here. So, intellectual, tantric, would you like a bite? Yeah, I think we probably would want a bite, or would you want to try it? Something like, I'm not sure yet. But I think we've got maybe a gravy boat here. And my cousins are coming in today from Heidelberg, and so it should be nice to see them as well. And I don't want to Bottled spirit could be a genie. I don't want to be doing the grid when they get here, though. That would be awkward, to put everything on pause, answer the door, and say, hey, go on in, make yourselves at home. I'll be with you in X amount of minutes, right? So, yeah, want to try. I'm going to just try it. I mean, I never count these things out. I usually just have a feeling if something's going to fit or not, but that's not all receive. Word before mail or watch. So maybe hate mail, hate watch. Tantric meditation practiced while in a sleeping state. And I think that may be dream yoga. I maybe have read about it once or twice, but if I didn't have the DREA there, I would have had a hard time figuring that out. So once trained to administer naloxone, it would probably be emergency medical techs. And so intellectual, it looks like we're going for egg-headed. That's not very fair. Actress and comedian Etta Beery, so I guess it would be Ayo. And even if you've never seen her, heard of her before, by now through the grid, you've got her name memorized, right? I mean, I think we had it yesterday, maybe the day before, but she's in there all the time these days, right? So when put in egg-headed, I don't know. Is that really what we think of intellectuals? They're eggheads? I mean, I don't know. Connections puzzle. Emily Blank, winner of the 2024 Hugo Award for Best Novel, and I think that's Tesh. Creature in the National Audubon Society logo. Yes, we got an egret. Yay. Okay, I know that. Destination for dermaplaning, and I'm assuming we're going to a day spa to have our face set on fire for us. So yeah, I'm putting in Tesh now. Any relation to John Tesh, I wonder? You'd think I would know that. Or you'd think I probably wouldn't know that, actually. So, I don't know. Hard pass. Got that question mark there, too, so. All right, relative of a trivet. Maybe a hot pad? I've never used the word hot pad before. I just use a trivet in my normal language, right? You know. Well, hard pass could be a Hail Mary. Why did I put in pass? What was here thinking? I'm just concerned that I'm going to have the right beer for my cousins. Annette drinks wine. Ralph, he drinks beer. I've got some Bavarian beers in there from the last time he was here. I just don't drink beer, really, so. Aquarius is one, perhaps surprisingly, and I guess this is an air sign, and that is somewhat surprising. I don't put a lot of, I don't have any knowledge of astrology, really, and so, but I would definitely thought it was maybe a water sign, right? They're graded outdoors, maybe rains? Maybe? Tear. Oh, well, it could be a couple of things. It could be a tear as in to shred, or it could be a tear like on a tear, maybe a spree. So let's see what we got. Expired. Okay, well, I think we answered that immediately. So instead of a shred, we got a spree. And up here, let's see, blank done, brand of ceramic art and other housewares. I have no idea, none whatsoever. The young man who has not wept is a savage. And fruit high in antioxidants. Gosh, okay, so a lot of them. Relief could be aid. So then maybe we've got dates. Gotta check. Eat at, gnaw at, got it. Pointless could be inane. I'm liking this grid. This is a clever grid. My mind's just in 1,000 different places today. It's really weird. I'm just trying to focus here. You got good one. Life's good. Just take your time. Here we go. Like embers. How about a glow? Night owl, typically, maybe a late riser. Like my sister Tiffany. Oh yeah, Tiffany's down there with them too. I think she is anyway. I think Tiffany's down there with them. So all of the women in my life are in one place, and I'm not there. It's okay. It's girls' weekend. Okay, so short product overview and business lingo. So maybe a one-pager. Got it. I used to have to write those when I worked in advertising. On occasion, I'd be the guy I'd be given to. I'm like, don't we have a copywriter for that? I'm an art director. But no, you need to write it. You got an English degree. I got a degree in Elizabethan poetry. There's a difference here. That kind of thing, right? Mousetrap's been playing continuously in this theater district since 1952. No idea. I guess we're talking about the West End, though. And so, but yeah, my darling sister, Tiffany, Unsel as I call her, is a late riser, too. It's probably why I didn't remember she was down there, because she wasn't on the phone with me this morning when everybody got out of bed and she was still in bed. That's so relatable in modern slang, and I think they're saying mood today? I don't know. Connections, puzzles, could be dot to dots. That's clever. I haven't seen a dot to dot since, I don't know, kindergarten maybe? That's crazy. Wonderful. Wonderful clue answer. Where an athlete has an advantage, I'm assuming we're talking about a home turf or a home game. I don't know. We'll get to it. Artery access point. Artery access point. Okay, so maybe an on-ramp. Takes me a second to kind of get around some of this in my mind. Traditional treat in Japanese New Year celebrations, and if I'm not mistaken, that's mochi. Literally good word, huh? From the French, yes. Bon mot. Bon mot. Soft topped cap. I'm thinking it's probably a tom. A tom. Not as nice, could be meaner. That's all lining up. So now we've got unsigned love letter. How about a secret admirer? But wouldn't it be likely to sign that love letter as secret admirer? Words on a statue honoring Washington. No idea. Charge. Oh. Typically you want to just put in run at, but got an H in there, and I'm pretty certain, I feel pretty good about mochi, so I think I'm going to do rush at. So now we've got home turf. That helps us a great deal. Pronoun also known as pluralis majestatis, and that would be the royal we. And I've often said, if I could change my pronouns, and do it without offending anybody, I would literally change them to us, we, and ours. I love it. I think it's fabulous, right? Because I'm a very inclusive kind of guy. I mean, I'm just like, hey, us, we, ours, right? Yeah, well, we've got Optimus Prime in here. I've seen them on occasion make it into the grid, but it's pretty rare. Vote for could be a yay. Yay! Lake blank setting for the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The lake, it is said, never gives up for dead when the eyes of November remember. Bum bum. That's gonna be in my head all night long now. Parabolic paths. Oh. Okay. Man, that was wow. Okay, that was it was good. It was a slight bit unnecessary, but it was good. So I guess we're talking about maybe Denzel Washington. We got a Best Actor statue here. Fantastic. Well done. Flynn of Old Hollywood. How about Owl? Owl. How Joshua Slocum sailed around the world starting in 1895, becoming the first person to do so, and it was solo. Author whose name sounds like a canine, and I just gotta ask the question, who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Virginia Woolf. So discovered unexpectedly, maybe lit on, and we got maybe the Buffalo Bills and the NFL here. Very cool. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful grid. Well done today, Sinclair Musa. Gossip Girl fashion descriptor. Never seen it, have no idea. I'm assuming, however, context clues. It might be preppy. Who knows? Gallic language is probably going to be Ers. I don't know what else it could possibly be. I would have to be wrong about the R and the S and the E there. And they'd all have to line up at, oh yeah, no, I think we got Ers. So, convincing AI created video could be a deep fake. I really feel like I have already gone and just fat-fingered something. And of course you would know because you will be watching the little red circle and X going all this time, whereas me, I'm thinking I'm about to be done and then I got to go find the problem, right? So, land granted to a vassal, and I think this would be a fief. So shakes but not Sundays, maybe. Maybe with Caesars, maybe Sisms? I don't know. Something picked in a fortune-telling game, and I'm assuming we're talking about a petal. He loves me. She loves me not. Rely on audience support during a show. Wow. Huh. No idea. Golly. What do you think? Wow or G? I don't know. Do the impossible. Make something. I shadow for a night out. Golly could be G then. So we got that. Now we got rely on audience support. Stage dive. Clever. Nice. Oh man, well done. So maybe a sleep mask. And again, what a fabulous clue answer combination. I am just loving this. Ski resort worker often, I'm assuming temporary since they're not open for skiing, but for one season. Of course, you can still ski in Switzerland right now. I mean, I guess it's really a kind of fall, winter, spring thing. So maybe make magic for doing the impossible. It's possible. East of Eden roll, going with Adam on this one. Circus performer. How about a lion tamer? Early home computer brand. Oh gosh, that's before my time. Let's see. Forgotten spot in the Caribbean per Hamilton. Oh, you mean Nevis? Oh, yeah. You mean that place next to St. Kitts? Yeah, I kind of forgotten. I agree. So it looks like your point being and we got junk, which would be Drek. And I hate this, but how do we do, Bob? Yay! And just under 15 minutes. And of course, I did a lot of jaw jacking, running my sewer full of hot air today. But I mean, it was a fun grid. It made me smile the whole way through it. I loved the arcs, right? Parabolic. I mean, that was fabulous, right? I was just like, wow, okay, you just intentionally made this very difficult, but it's still an arc. What a beautiful grid. What a fabulous way to end the week. We'll start it tomorrow with that ginormity known as the Sunday crossword. We'll either start the day or end it with it. I'm not quite sure. If this thing is up early and you see me sipping espresso for the grid, you'll know that I was planning on going to the Czech Republic or something. And then when that's the case, I try not to give myself too much to do. But at the end of the day, what a fabulous, fabulous grid. I cannot say it enough. Sarah Sinclair, Raphael Musa, bravo, the two of you. Fabulous work. This is exactly what you want to do. And yesterday's Friday grid was also, auch fantastisch. Was just as amazing and great as, just what a wonderful series of grids we've had lately. A couple of two But other than that, no, we've really had some amazing puzzles come through, and it's been absolutely fabulous. So let's bring down our Benny Dad. And until we see you tomorrow for that ginormity, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. If you're still here watching right now and you haven't yet, you might want to consider subscribing because it would mean so very much to me. And to all of the new subscribers, I mean, the hordes, the loads of new subscribers, welcome. Still not sure how it happened, but you're very welcome here. Glad to have you. And while we're doing what we do in between our grids, try to be kind to a few strangers if you can, especially those who are waiting in line behind you. Be well out there. Cheers.